Hey Catholic friends, it's a holy day of obligation. Let's talk about what that means and what the holy day is. Well, I make my kids some breakfast. So first, let's talk about what a holy day of obligation is. What does that mean? So basically, a holy day of obligation is a day that the church sets aside because it is a huge celebration in our salvation. Something that is so important that it's basically treated like a mini Sunday. Yes, you should definitely go to Mass today. And usually on days like today, churches will have multiple options of different Mass times. Like for example, I think mine had an 8:30, a 4:30, and a 7:30. So check your bulletin or go on the website and you'll find what Mass times there are today. This is for Holy Days of Obligation. Today's Holy Day of Obligation is celebrating the feast day of the Immaculate Conception. I added way too much water. Which, by the way, is not the celebration of when Mary got pregnant, the conception of Jesus. It's actually celebrating the conception of Mary, because the Immaculate Conception means that from the very first moment of Mary's existence, from the very first moment of Mary's existence, she was preserved from sin. And not because she didn't need a savior or not because she's divine, but because God applied the grace of Christ's future sacrifice. He applied this to her ahead of time. He saved her from before she fell, basically. Why would God do that only for Mary? Because if God was going to take flesh, the womb he would enter would have to be set apart and prepared. Just like the Ark of the Covenant was made to hold God's presence, Mary was created pure to hold God himself. So today, Catholics celebrate the day that Mary began, all for our Savior, Jesus Christ. You know, we go to Mass not only out of obligation because we're told that we should, but out of gratitude for the woman who said yes before any of us could. Happy Feast Day of the Immaculate Conception. And go check your Mass times. See which one you can fit into your day. God bless. Have a good day.